Chaturvarnamaya Shishtam Gunakarma Vibhagashaha Tasya Kartaram Api Mam Vidya Kartaram Avyayam. According to the three modes of material nature and the work ascribed to them, the four divisions of human society were created by me. And although I am the creator of the system, you should know that I am yet the non-doer, being unchangeable. Very famous shloka of Bhagavad Gita. There was once a professor that approached Prabhupada in a particular country. He said, aren't you destroying Hindu Dharma because we are making Brahmanas in our country? Then Prabhupada says to him, no, it is not according to birth, according to Guru and Karma. It was very nice. Actually, anybody can appreciate. This needs a major revolution. What we are talking is maybe a small thing, but it requires a major revolution. Many people try to do it without understanding anything. Just like suppose my eye has cataract. You cannot remove cataract. You cannot remove the eye. You have to remove the cataract. So we have to understand why, all around India, if you read even history books, they say this person, fought against the caste system. List 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is this caste system? How it originated? What was originally the purpose? We should understand. So Krishna is saying, I created it. But what did Krishna create? Not caste system. Krishna created division of work according to quality. So it requires little understanding. First thing we have to see that there is division anyway according to consciousness in the animal kingdom. That is visible. There are 84 lakh species. Jalaja, Navalakshani. Then Stavara, Laksha Vimshati. Then Krimeyo, Rudra Shankaya. Pakshinam, Daksha Lakshanam. Then Trimsham Lakshani Pashava, Chatur Lakshani Manushaha. This is 84 lakh species defined. Now you take aside first the 4 lakh species. As far as 80 lakh species are concerned, the division is exactly according to the Guna and Karma. Exactly. According to kind of, you want to become an engineer, but your karma is bad, you'll become a caterpillar. You want to become an engineer, but your karma is good, become a Brahma. Correct? It's a division. Total division across 80 lakh species exactly is according to your consciousness. Just like we have Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Everybody understands the three modes. Sattva-guna means pure, mind, pure body. Simple definition which I use. Rajoguna is mind, body is pure now, no sinful activity, the mind is disturbed now. And Tamoguna is madness. Body is sinful, mind is sinful. Think of via media is Rajoguna. Another way to understand it, that's a classical way. The Sattva-guna means purity. And there is urge for knowledge. Because mind is pure. The person doesn't want money, doesn't want power, doesn't want to sleep. He has a desire for knowledge. And a Kshatriya and a Vaishya, a compromised condition, the desire for power and money is there. But he is not lethargic. A Tamasic fellow just wants to sleep. He has no... If you give him money, he will take. It's not that he will not take, but otherwise he will sleep. You give him a movie to watch, he will watch. But he will have no capacity to go to cinema hall and watch because no energy. I think that's another subject. So these are Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. The whole chapter of Gita is dedicated to that. We all understand. Goodness, passion and ignorance. Now, this is called Maya. It's a force which is pushing you. It is not some theory. It's a force. And we are all gripped by Maya to different degrees. Somebody may be in A class prison, B class or C class, he is in a prison. So generally the Karma Kanda portion of the Vedas talk about how you are a C, you can go to B, you are B, you can go to A. Why not get out of the jail? That is Bhagavad Dharma. So if you understand the reality that I am suffering the 4 problems. If you are whole human society, first understand there is a problem. What is the problem which is unsurmountable? Real problem means it is unsurmountable and common to all. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, birth, death, old age and disease. It's common to all and unsurmountable. Correct? This is the real problem of the human society. Therefore, we need cooperation, which is varnashrama. Varnashrama is nothing, a cooperation to target this problem which whole society is having. Just like now there is no water in Mangalore. No house there is water. So there is a problem. So people are cooperating in some ways. I saw some people from their well, they're giving water to the neighbor, and people, all the even big companies have closed their down, and I heard some of the big companies, they're giving their water to the city. Basically, people are cooperating because they have a problem. But this is a temporary problem. And people are well, that's not a problem for them. Problem for only some people. Right? So this is not real problem in life. And people get actually covered up by this temporary problem and they leave aside the real problem. What is the real problem? Mataji, Hindi or English? Okay. Chalega? Okay. So what is the real problem? Birth, old age, disease, death. You cannot solve it. So society has to come together and understand this is the real problem. How do we solve it? Modern day science may do big band, but they cannot solve. Oh, we can do this, we can do what we can do. Prabhupada said so many times, we should really accept this, otherwise you will not understand. 1 inch, Prabhupada said, they have not solved any problem. Big band they play. Government says we need science. But what about the real problem? They are where as they were. No change. Okay? We should be convinced. Then you will understand, yes, how do we solve the problem? We have to cooperate to solve this problem. It's a problem every individual is facing. He is going to die. He is becoming old. He is diseased and he is going to see rebirth. How to solve this problem? We need cooperation. Once a target is there, then we cooperate. Correct? Just like today they brought water from somewhere, then somebody is putting into the tank, somebody is pumping it. Because we have a target, there is a cooperation. So we have a target now. So Bhagavatam says, Samsiddhi haritoshanam. What is the shloka? Purushena varnashramacharena purushena parapuman Vishnu aradite pumsa na anya tattosha karanam. There are 2 shlokas. What is the other shloka? This one? Samsiddhi haritoshanam. Ata pumbi dvija sheshta varnashrama vibhagashaha sanusitasya dharmasya samsiddhi haritoshanam. The 2 shlokas about varnashrama in the Bhagavatam. So basic idea is that the whole society cooperates to solve this problem. And this problem can only be solved when you become a servant of the Lord. When this whole human society becomes like one temple, it's like in a machine, it is working to satisfy the Lord. And all the angas of the body are cooperating for satisfaction of the Lord. Over. The problem is solved. There is no other way to solve this problem. Therefore, there is division. Even today, there is division, no? When I was seeing an IQ chart. The people who have IQ more than this, it is comfortable for them to do this profession. IQ does not change. You do whatever you want. Everybody has a particular IQ. Okay? And the person has an IQ like this profession, even they are coming to the same conclusion. But they come to this conclusion, a 30-year-old, 40-year-old man, and already is struggling in his profession. Either the profession is below your IQ, you feel, God, this work, bachon ka work. And the work is suppose more than your IQ, you are not able to handle too much pressure. Agreed or not? It should match. Then you are satisfied. So similarly, and also not only your intelligence, there are other factors also. Like in Bhagavad Gita, in the 18th chapter, there is a qualities associated, because Krishna is saying here, Chatur Varna Maya Shishtam Gunakarma Vibhagashaha. It has to be divided based on guna and karma. Just like in a body, there is head, there is arms, there is belly and a leg. The society wants to move towards solving the problem of birth, death, old age and disease. And it understands that only can be solved by serving Vishnu, by serving Krishna. Society is therefore divided. But then, who will then do the role of Brahmana? Who will do the role of Kshatriya? Who will do the role of Vaishya? Who will do the role of Shudra? It is anyway happening. Somebody is playing the role in the society of Brahmana but is unfit for it. Somebody is playing role for the Kshatriya, is unfit for it. Somebody is playing the role of a Vaishya, he is also unfit for it. There are only Shudras in Kali Yuga. And therefore there is chaos in the society. All around the world there is chaos. Even in India. Some people say, by birth I am a Brahmana. They are creating chaos, confusion in the society. Because you say, then you deliver the goods, no? Then you have to deliver. Suppose you say, I am a doctor. Your son doesn't become doctor because you are son of a doctor. Correct? So, no, my father is doctor, I am also doctor. So, he also goes and sits in a clinic. Then what will happen? People will say, okay, please tell me what disease I have. I don't know. Then what are you doing? Why are you sitting here? So, you cannot deliver the goods. I gave another example. In a court, a judge is sitting. And apparently, the judge is doing very little work. He's just sitting there. But he can deliver the goods. The lawyer speaks something. He can make judgment. He can even comment. You are giving a wrong argument. He's experienced. He's not just sitting there. The lawyers know, he knows. We cannot play with him. I'm talking about a good judge. But then there is a clerk there. He is doing more work apparently. So one judge is late. He can sit on the seat. Sit. No problem. Can you do the work? So there is a chaos in the society because the society cannot move towards a goal. Why? Say, suppose somebody is a car is there. He said, I will drive. Sit. Now drive, no? If you cannot drive, why you are sitting on driver's seat? So similarly, there is a role to be played for a Kshatriya. He has to give protection to the society. Take care. No protection. We all know that. Once somebody in the road, a girl was talking on mobile, it came everywhere. Just picked her up in front of public and went away. Just picked her in public. There is no protection. She was shouting for help. Nobody came. By God's grace, she escaped. But look at the thing, how people will feel. No protection. Where are the Kshatriyas? We need Kshatriyas in the society. Kshatriya means if he sees one innocent man or a woman and a child, an old man being harmed, he just cannot tolerate that. That is the training. He will give his life. He cannot tolerate to see. And that's why when Yudhishthira Maharaj asked Arjuna, Arjuna came from Dwarka, he was very sad. Before asking this question, did Arjuna, Krishna has disappeared from the world, he could not believe that this has happened. He was asking other question. One other question. Arjuna, did you not give protection to somebody? Because Kshatriya are trained for that. That's their life. That's their culture. That's their training. There are no Kshatriyas in the society. You have some problem many a times. I'm not saying they're all bad, but many a time people say some problem happens. Some 10 people come and attack you. Call. They'll come after 2 hours and everything is over. They know by now everything will be settled. Just go make some report and come back and sleep. Correct? If the real Kshatriya, he will rush at that moment. And they become, sometimes there are some people and they become so famous in the town. But they are transferred very immediately after that. Because the biggest crooks are the leaders. So if there is Kshatriya, very good Kshatriya, they panic first. Because they are scared. They will be arrested. This is the situation of the society. There are Kshatriyas, there are Brahmana, the Vaishyas. The Vaishyas' business is given Krishi, Goraksha, Vanijam. Where is the Vaishya? Who is doing agriculture? Look at the whole belt. So much fertile land. Nobody is interested in agriculture. Not only here, around the world. Nobody is interested. Where is the Vaishya? Goraksha. Who is doing Goraksha? Nobody is doing Goraksha. And Vanijam. Who is doing trade? Nobody. So all the section you see, the Brahmanas don't know. Brahmana means Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. I told you recently one joke somebody told. I'll share with you. I shared on a weekday. That people great faith go to temple. Sometimes you travel for 2-3 days and without any food and all. Somebody is saying the amount of faith we have, if the pujaris in the temple have, our really dharma will prosper. Because they make it a living. They don't understand. They don't even sometimes have the faith with the people are coming all the way. It was a nice joke, but sometimes, unfortunately, it is true. It is just, if you see, they're called pandas. It's just a livelihood for them. And sometimes, I remember we went to one temple and I was sitting with somebody and we were praying and a panda started something. He requested him, I will give you dakshina. Will you allow me to pray? Just imagine the condition of that. How much you should be ashamed when somebody is uttering like this. Please allow me to pray. I'll definitely give you dakshina. They'll not leave you. They'll not allow you to even think of God. No. I'll tell you. So unfortunate. So this is not a Brahmana. He is a Shudra if he is doing like that. Therefore, there are qualities. Brahmana means he is a symbol of Sattva-guna, pure Sattva-guna. He should have no material desire. There is no question of him living by begging. In a Vedic culture, if somebody begs, he is punished by the king. Begging is not allowed for any section of the society. Forget a Kshatriya. Forget a Brahmana. There is no begging allowed. Begging in the sense of, there was called Bhiksha. That is different. Bhiksha is given out of respect. That is called Seva. There are two things. One is called Seva and called Daya. If people, sit someplace, please give me. Daya? Not allowed. Not allowed. Daya is not allowed in the society. Seva is allowed. In fact, a person should prefer to die than live by daya of anybody. True? Any gentleman? Prefer to die than live by daya. Seva is given, but seva is given to a pure person, which was called Brahmana. And he is busy in intellectual pursuits because he is most intelligent person in the society. And what the subject is given to him to study? Brahman, Vedas, Vedic knowledge. Brahma janate iti Brahmana. He studies Vedic knowledge. So who is studying Vedic knowledge today? And he says, I am a Brahmana. And what are the activities of a Brahmana? Patan, Patan, Yajana, Yajana, Dana, Pratigraha. Studying the Vedic literature, teaching Vedic literature, worshipping the Lord, and engaging other people in worship of the Lord, and accepting in charity, seva, not daya. Dadati, pratigrahanati, same. So patan, padan, yajana, yajana, dana, accepting dana. Dana is out of respect. And pratigraha, which is he maintains a very simple livelihood. Anything more he just gives away. So this is the livelihood of a Brahmana. So very clear who is a Brahmana. Prabhupada jokes. He was in Vrindavan. There was a clerk. And people used to go him offer respects because he happens to be a Brahmana. Are, he's doing job of a Shudra. How come he's a Brahmana? No, he's born to a Brahmana father. Doesn't make sense. Next, Kshatriya. What are the qualities of a Kshatriya? What are the Tejo? What are the Shloka? You remember? Yuddhecha Palayanam. There are 9 qualities of a Brahmana, 7 of a Kshatriya, 3 qualities of a Vaishya, 1 quality of a Shudra. Shudra, get me the Kshatriyas. Shudra is 1 quality. Obey the master. That's all. Therefore, they asked me to take in colleges a course called Professional Ethics. When I was studying that course, I understood it is exactly what Bhagavatam talks about Shudras. Be obedient, don't lie, don't cheat. This is what a Shudra, a labor is supposed to do. That's what they study. Decorated Shudras, that is called engineers. Not only engineers, all the profession, decorated. Yeah. Then Vaishya has 3 activities. What is that? Krishi, Goraksha, Vanijya. Just like this, air hostess, decorated waitress. Waiter is there in small dhaba, you go, same, you decorate them, they become air hostess. Same labor, whole labor employment today is decorated labor, that's all. Why? What you used to have, usko thoda decorate kar do. This comes in the 18th chapter. So Kshatriya has 7 qualities. Now 7 of the thing, he should not get scared. Yuddhecha palayanam. And then, what are the other qualities Kshatriya has? He should be very resourceful. He should have leadership quality. Then, he should be very courageous. So like that, we will come to that. So all the 4 sections of society needs particular qualities. So artificially, you cannot go there. But at the same time, psychophysically, I am situated for one of them. Happily take it. That was varnashrama. It does not matter because spiritually you have the same facility. Because psychophysically, you got it? What are those qualities? 7 qualities.
Heroism, power.
Heroism, he should be very heroic. How will he protect people if he is not heroic? Yes.
Power.
He has to be very powerful also. Yes.
Determination.
He has to be very determined.
Resourcefulness.
He should be very resourceful. He can organize resources. Yes.
Courage in battle.
He should be courageous. Yes.
Generosity.
and very generous, very, very generous, particularly to the Brahmanas, then just like now, water is not there, he should be very generous. Where is the leader? Very resourceful, he should get water. If you are a Kshatriya, you have to organize. You cannot say, I don't know what to do. Why you became the leader then? Resourceful. You should have resources. Otherwise, you're not a Kshatriya. Agreed? Kshatriya has to be resourceful. And he should have intelligence. So these are the different ways society was organized. But the principal factor is that psychophysically, just like you go for army, what they do? They check your chest first. Correct? How much you can do. How much tall you are. They see. You go like this and they say, please. Correct? They want some strong people. Because physically they need that. And psychologically they need mental strength of the person. Somebody easily gets scared, they'll not take him to army. So similarly, Vaishya. Now suppose you get a job, you have to sit in a shop. I have seen sometimes, you've seen in Bangalore, we used to go, Chickpet is there. Used to go, the shopkeepers sitting Marwadis. Whole day he doesn't get, he's a wholesaler, he'll get one customer in the day. There's no problem, he's very peacefully sitting. You'll be catching his account again and again, and then he's counting his money again and again. He's very peaceful in that. And you put a man who wants knowledge, he will sleep. What is this? He has no work all day. You put a labor there, he will also, nobody will fit. You understand? Artificially you cannot do things. You are psychological. That's why in a society today there is chaos. Why? There is no job satisfaction. Why there is no job satisfaction? Because people are not doing the profession which they are suited for. Suppose artificially you make a person Brahmana. He is actually by nature Shudra. He sleeps all the day. Okay. Put him in there. Say you have to do 7 artis and 7 offerings a day. You sit here. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, he'll run away. Because he's, what is this doing? He has no faith, no understanding, and neither this activity of staying clean whole day he can appreciate. He'll get bored. You understand? It's not possible for him. So we should not do anything. In the says, paradharma bhayavaha. Bhagavad Gita says, others dharma. One man food is other man poison. Paradharma bhayavaha. Even though you do your duty imperfectly, that's fine. Don't do others, because it will not work for you. Particularly, the position of great acharya should not be imitated. 4 great acharyas are even our varnashrama. That's called Prabhupada's rights in the end called Vaishnava. They are very, very exalted. And Krishna is also beyond the 3 modes of material nature. And if you become attached to Krishna and you serve Krishna with love, you are above the 3 modes. You immediately become greater than a Brahmana. Therefore, our varnashrama is called Deva Varnashrama. It is very dynamic. You know, in the history, so many people, even Balmiki, so many people you can take in the history, were in a very abominable profession. But by surrendering to Lord Krishna, they become beyond the modes and worshipable for all the varnas. They became worshipable for all the varnas. That is possible. And that is possible if we take shelter of Krishna. So this is very important. Today's society does not understand. Just like last time I did about Devata worship, I say you have to understand. If you want to go to Godhead, there is no need to worship the Devatas. It will not help you at all. Otherwise, if you just want to stay in this world, worship the Devatas. So similarly, Varnashrama value can only be understood if you understand you have to go back to Godhead. Then everything will fall into place. All the solution of all the problems society will come if you make Varnashrama.